Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Here we've got another halftime beer review, should I say. The old Adelaide versus Melbourne game. We're up at the moment. We're 43 and I think they're 26. Yeah, it's a bit of a scrappy game. The D's look pretty good, though, let's be honest. Track's killing it. So, yeah, with these footy half-time reviews, I've been sticking to, like, Aussie beers. And, yeah, this is one that it's sort of a revisit. When I first got into craft beer, there's a couple of styles I absolutely hated, and this was one of them. So, yeah, Scotch ale, a wee heavy, and it's by Red Hill. And they're based on the Mornington Peninsula, like south-east of Melbourne. And, yeah, it's one of those styles now when I have it, I actually really enjoy it. It's just when you first get into craft beer, there's certain styles. It's like Saisons, even like, I don't know, some like Lambics and stuff like that. I just never got into in the first maybe year or two of getting into craft. And then, yeah, you get full circle, and then they're the styles that you actually embrace and really want to try. So, yeah, at the moment with the footy, it's called Gather Rounds, and every game is over in Adelaide, which is pretty different because normally, yeah, you got games all around Australia. So, yeah, Melbourne are playing Adelaide like Thursday night, the big showcase sort of game, and it's cool that we're going well. Yeah, the whole thing with this is whenever I can watch the footy, I want to break it up at half time by doing a beer review, and like especially in Aussie beer. So, yeah, and just talk a bit of footy as well while I do the review. So, yeah, I've got the pub glass with the handle. Now, I like it's sort of simple but pretty cool bottle artwork. It's just like their own brewery and the fields surrounding and stuff. It's a real nice part of the world down there. Very scenic. There's actually not far from where they're based. There's actually one of those what are they called? Like the gondola sort of things that go up and down the mountain, and it's awesome as view of like the bay. So yeah, it pours like it looks a lot darker on the camera, but it pours like a copper, sort of like an amberish copper colour. It's quite murky. Carbonation's like pretty full on. It's got like a one finger head. I'd say probably like a medium body. Yeah, a bit of dirty glass mafia there. So let's see how it goes. Let's go a whiff. It's quite malty, obviously. You're getting that caramel, that sort of burnt toffee. Maybe even a touch of chocolate. I'm getting like dried fruit or sort of dark fruit. It's a little bit earthy as well. Oh, and the percentage on this one, I think it's like mid to high fives. Yeah, 5.8. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going in. And cheers to everyone that's chimed in. I can see Craig and John in there. Cheers, boys. Yeah, it actually does now that you say that. Geez, I haven't seen one of their beers for ages. See, I've got my scarf on and my brilliant hat. Ooh, you forget how rich they are. Yeah, it's huge, like huge sort of. It's got roastiness as well, but it's like this burnt toffee, like sort of like roasty chocolate. But yeah, very fruity, like sort of like it reminds me of like raisins and like fig and that sort of thing. But you're also getting like it's like a touch of stone fruit, like yeah, when you eat like dried apricot or something like that. That's what it sort of reminds me of. It's probably not as earthy on the palate as it is on the aroma. It's quite easy drinking for the style. The thing with this style too, though, is like they can vary quite a bit. I reckon I've seen like wee heavies around sort of 5, but then I reckon I've seen them a lot higher as well. Cheers, Tater. All the love in the chat again. Good to see, boys. Cheers, Redbeard. The D's are looking good, mate. We're up by a couple of goals. And Track's killing it. But yeah, it's a very hostile crowd in Adelaide. And if you're a team that's doing well, they're just going to kick you while you're down, and like very aggressive crowd. Cozzie's looking pretty dangerous. Like he's got a bit of Cyril Rioli about him. Every time he goes near the ball, like he doesn't get a heap of it, but he just looks dangerous and he can win a game on his own foot. Mm. I like the concept though of the whole of the AFL goes to like Adelaide, just like and yeah, it brings in a lot of tourism for the city and the state, and they even have games in like regional areas. It's pretty cool. One of my mates is actually at the game tonight, and he went to like a few breweries and stuff. He was sort of hitting me up as to what Adelaide breweries he should visit. And funnily enough, I just happened to be at Pirate Life in Melbourne, and he was at Pirate Life in Adelaide, and like we didn't even know each other were going there. We we checked in like beers on Untapped, and it's like, what the hell? So yeah, if anyone doesn't know, Redbeard's from Melbourne, so it's good to have a fellow Aussie that can relate to beers and food places and sport and stuff. It's good. I hope to get many more Aussies in here. Obviously, the channel's still relatively new, but it'd be great to have a heap of Aussies in the community. Mm. But yeah, this beer is going down well. So yeah, when I was in Melbourne, I obviously just got home today. I visited one of the Dan Murphy superstores just to see what craft they had, because there was one sort of not far from where I was staying. And yeah, I was actually quite surprised with their selection. Like it was a lot better than I expected. And geez, if you're a whiskey man, like it's a good place to go. They got heaps of shit there, and wine as well. It was like quite a flash store. Because, I'm used to the regional ones, and, there's not a lot in them. So, those are, like, from the US and UK. Dan Murphy's are like our alcohol superstores. You go in there and it's just like a big sort of warehouse setup. And you'll have a heap of different beer. You'll have craft beer, normal beer, and then you'll have a wine section and then spirits. And, it's like, obviously they're mainly in like the major cities and that. You do get them in regional areas, but we normally call him Dr. Dan. I'm going to see Dr. Dan. He's going to give me a prescription. So, I don't know how I'd score this one. Certainly a beer style that I enjoy a lot more now than, when I was like first in the craft. See, I seek these sort of beers now, but the only thing is you don't see enough of them. It's like barley wines and wheat wines and, just some styles out there I really enjoy, but you just don't see enough of them because, obviously, like a lot of people are only new to craft or they're getting into it or whatever, and it's the people that have been into it for years is sort of spoilt for choice at times. It's quite a smooth mouthfeel. Lucky I don't have to take a photo of this one because it's nearly gone. Yeah, the bottle's like pretty small. It's only 330 ml. But I visited these guys' brewery a couple of years ago. I did like Mornington Peninsula, the whole sort of, I did about 5 or 6 breweries in the area. And like good people there, really nice sort of layout and stuff. Yeah, they've sort of got they do more sort of traditional style beers. Like they might do like an IPA or something, but it'd be the sort of thing it might have like English hops in it and stuff like that. Like it's pretty cool. They're definitely they're a brewery that appeal to like craft heads that sort of been into it for a while, I reckon. More so than your new hazy boys. But score-wise for this, I'd probably go, I reckon, a solid 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Yeah, I've just crushed that. So I'm obviously going to be up for a few hours. And I had a little chat to Craig there, Kent Beer Reviews, and might even have a few beers after the game. So we'll see what happens. I might do a live or something and have a little hangout because obviously I don't work tomorrow. So, and I've had a bit of a nap this afternoon after I come home from Melbourne, so I'm sort of keen to kick on. So we'll see what happens, and let's hope the D's continue on for the rest of the game. I want my boy Jack Viney to play a good game. He's been going really well lately. Actually, Clary Oliver, Clayton's been a bit quiet this game. I don't know what's going on. He's probably just a bit fatigued. He's been out of it for a bit. But we'll see what happens. So cheers peeps for chiming in. And we might see you, I don't know, roughly in an hour or two from now. Cheers.